It's just another day in the Caliente house. Dina and her mother Katrina were off at work, so Nina and Don were home alone, which was pretty normal since neither one of them had a job. Don and Nina both had soft spots for one another. But Nina knew that she'd never be Don's one and only, and she was okay with that. He was also seeing her mom and sister, but she really enjoyed Don's company. So they chatted and flirted regularly, just like they were right now. But Nina thought that Don was the sweetest man ever. So she was more than excited when Don asked if she wanted to go upstairs with him for a quick moment before they headed out on a date. Don had big plans for the two of them tonight, and he knew Nina would be thrilled to be the first woman to help him on his mission. We'll leave them to it. After they finished up, they headed out to Ciudad Enamerado, to the lounge Laguna de la Barzo. They stood outside for a while, chatting and flirting without a care in the world. Love was in the air. And of course, in true Sims fashion, Olive Specter is doing push-ups behind them on their date. Nina and Don didn't seem to care though. The two of them were solely focused on one another. They were acting as if this was their first date, and not a regular occurrence for the two of them. Eventually though, they decided it was time to head inside to continue their date. They could have carried on outside, but they wanted to get some food and drinks while they were here. It took them a bit, but they eventually forced themselves to stop flirting and headed inside. Once inside though, they did not get food and drink as planned. They instead continued to flirt with one another. And they continued to act as if they were the only two people in the entire world. Don was completely enamored with Nina. While he was never going to tie himself down, Nina held a special place in his heart, and always would. He gave Nina a quick back massage, and then asked her if she would consider continuing their date across the street at the Beso Rapido Hotel. She took a moment to answer, forgetting that they would need to go across the street to do more, but she agreed to go. Which made Don very happy. He wanted to do as much as he could with Nina tonight, but they got a little distracted with their makeout session. They were eventually able to drag themselves back outside to head across the street. Beso Rapido was only a few steps away. And yet, our two lovebirds got distracted halfway there. But they were still able to get a room at the motel. They did not waste any time when they got there, and woohooed right away. As soon as they were done, they began making out again. They really couldn't keep their hands to themselves. But this time it didn't take them long to head back to the lounge to continue their date. Once back inside, they ordered drinks, which happened to just be waters. And of course, they flirted a little more too. Don was making Nina feel hot with all of his flirting. Don wanted to take a few photos to commemorate the evening. Nina was having so much fun, so she decided to ask Don to dance with her. Don didn't usually dance, but since it was Nina asking, he agreed. Nina and Don danced for a few minutes together. But before the evening completed, Nina wanted to do one more thing together. So they headed across the bar to woohoo in a closet where everyone would be able to hear them.
Well, Spectre Sambo, Boojin Kuzip.
And that, folks, was the end of their date.